Perfect. Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to be with you. And my name is Jeff Belleville. For those of you who don't know, we are gearing up for the greatest launch of a product that's actually ever hit our industry before. So tonight we're going to give you kind of a well-rounded view into what's to come and really just kind of create a case for why this moment in time is so profound beyond anything I've seen in 15 years of being in this space. I know as I've been having conversations all day with some people who are beta testing this particular breakthrough product that has not even been announced or launched yet, everyone is experiencing the same thing. Awe, wonder, and measurable results. So we're gonna talk about this for a moment, and I want to create just a bit of a context to get you guys kind of just understanding why this is not just hype, this excitement that you might be feeling, this buzz, this electricity in the air. It's because we understand positioning. And so we're going to have a conversation about why we are positioned as a company to be the most innovative, kind of powerhouse in the health and wellness space. But also from a business perspective, really how you can get yourself in front of this, because I believe that there are very few times in our lives collectively that we're ever in front of a wave this big, this gigantic, before anyone else knows about it. And so I'm excited for you guys to be a part of this. Everyone watching the stream in HWC, let us know where you're viewing from in the comments. It's always kind of fun to see. As we go along and we share about some of these amazing formulations, we would love it if you have gotten a chance to try whatever I'm talking about, to drop your personal experience in the comments or chat. That just makes it a little bit more fun and engaging for everyone who's seeing this for the very first time. So I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine who happens to be a company named Trinot. You might not have seen that coming. Here's why we're so excited, you guys. Today, kind of the first look, so to speak, kind of the dribble that the company gave us was really amazing. And I wanted you to hear from our CEO really, really quickly about what this product is about to do, why it's so big. So this is our CEO, Lauren Berry, just sharing a few words about the immensity of this.
This is in an area where you don't even understand because it's something that's just come about. It's just been invented. It's new. It's not something that's been around. It's not a tweak on an existing product. This is new technology that has the power to be able to affect a positive physical health, measurable effect on billions of people worldwide.
So just to give you a little glimpse into the languaging and just kind of what this tee-up has really been like, we got word about this about a month ago, that over the course of 10 years, there had been some really in-depth, unique research taking place. It was very under wraps. It was very undercover because the implications of this research were so massive. And so here's a few things. Let me just skip through to this next slide. Here's a few things about the word revolutionary that I think might be, kind of definitive of what we're expecting here. I think 27 days from now, on the 22nd of September is when this is going to be revealed for the first time in Las Vegas live. You're welcome to join us, but first of its kind, meaning this is not some adaptation. I love what Lauren said there. This is not something that is a spinoff or a twist to something that has been available in the past. So that was really clear to me that, wow, to have something, I mean, what we're going to talk about tonight are some of the most powerful replacement products that I've ever found in whole food, raw, with kind of an enzyme twist. We're going to talk about some of those amazing things. We're going to talk about some of the hottest trends and how we're ahead of the curve in those hot trends. But first of its kind is kind of a different category, right? This is a new, now it's on a different category. And I love that concept. And then let's also talk about the fact that 10 years, and it wasn't until just recently that this discovery took place. The exclusivity ownership is one of the most profound things on the screen right now. That means that there will not be someone else with what we have, okay? And that's a huge point. Okay. So that means that the company fought really hard to make this exclusive, which is huge. Also solves multiple health issues. So not just a one-off thing, it's a domino effect. And, I was talking to my buddy, Josh Lindsay. He's a PhD in business. And so he's really good with trends and understanding numbers. And we were just talking about how massive this is in terms of the reach of a product like this. When it comes to how many people are dealing with specific health challenges related to this, we're not just talking about a third of the households in the nation. We're talking about, depending on kind of the gravity of it, a much wider audience, so to speak. And so that in and of itself was really powerful. Then, of course, the final piece here on this particular product, just to give you guys an understanding, is there's a measurability to this that day one I noticed upon taking my very first two of these, which I should probably be careful here because I'm under NDA for some things. I will tell you that day one, I noticed, I saw, I felt, I could experience a shift, and it was measurable. It was something that was monumental. So I love the fact that people are going to know. They're going to know. And honestly, that's actually very similar to our existing product line in terms of being able to know that you're taking something. And I think this plays into the whole food conversation, the wellness conversation that Trinont has absolutely been crushing it as a company since we launched our very first wellness product in 2017. Prior to that, we were a financial education company, and we really became the first of its kind health and wealth company on the market today. And so the cool thing is we've got this incredible. So I love the questions that I'm not going to be able to answer, but you know what? What I can tell you is it's not going to break the bank for households. Like, usually think about if there's a breakthrough in something like this big, generally companies in the past, what do? Right? They jack up the price and make this huge inflated bubble. And the cool thing is this is going to be something that the masses get to benefit from before it goes mainstream and ends up being in every household in the next couple of years. So I just love it. It's really exciting to be on the forefront of this. But I want to introduce you to why this partnership, like in terms of you kind of understanding what this means for your household, means so much right now. Because the track record Trinont has is absolutely the golden standard in the industry. I actually believe they're setting the stage for what is possible. So I know for a fact these three gentlemen, from the day I met them, September 29th, 2016, I will never forget understanding the vision that they had to disrupt industries. So what did they do? They became the first company in home business to be doing financial education like we do. They also became the first to spearhead digestive enzymes, CBD fluid, and a medical grade collagen. And they've grown now. Oh my gosh, I need to put the Belgium flag here because today we are officially launched in our fifth country, Belgium, which is very exciting. So you can see this track record is just very profound in terms of what it is that we do, but the heart and soul of Trinont is health, wealth, and community. And so, yes, we are creating these solutions for financial wellness as we are in the health space as well. And we're not just typecast to one role, we go across these lines. And so I was just thinking about this in terms of market. What are people really spending money on when it comes to their health and wellness? Well, we know that a very large percentage of Americans and Canadians, and honestly, this is not just a country to country basis, this is a worldwide issue, but digestive issues is 76% of households, right? When you think about the consumption of coffee alone, okay, it's over 60% of the population. 60%. That's wild. That's not even accounting the amount of energy drinks that are consumed on a regular basis, which some studies are showing that upwards of 30% of Americans are consuming energy drinks on a daily basis, right? So you see these categories of spend. Why? Why are we needing to focus on digestive health? Why are we needing to supplement with energy to get through our day? And how can we do that in a more healthful way that doesn't break the bank? And I think that that's what's really exciting about this product line. So a couple of things that I found that I really loved is the fact that we're doing it differently. 97% of the products out there you're going to find online are going to be synthetic. They're going to be synthesized in a lab to be mass produced at the highest profit margin. And I'm not okay with synthetics. I mean, the more research I did, the more I realized, wow, this is actually poisoning, my body. So if you're like me, I want to get back to nature. I want to not just put a bandage on a symptom. I want to really flood my body with the right nutrients that I can actually absorb. And I feel like there is no better way to do that than whole food, raw ingredients that are biofermented and really give the body the best chance to actually do something with it, right? We're not going to go spend our money on something that we know doesn't absorb. And that's, for me, I think, in this era of wellness, there's so much noise in the synthetic supplement space, which is, again, 97% of the supplements out there, that really, when we look at what's going to make the biggest difference in someone's health, it's supporting them with whole food raw nutrients. Okay. First and foremost. So that's huge, right? So third-party validation, CGMP, seal of approval. You're not going to find a cleaner product than a Trinot product. And they've got this transparency promise just to show what we don't put in our products, okay? We're going to be with our scientific advisory board in Vegas 28 days from now. 27. I got to count how many days are left. But we're going to be here in the room with these individuals who have really helped guide and direct and spearhead the product development side of what we do. It's so amazing to have qualified minds who are just innovators and pioneers. And so I want to give you a taste of this product line, because as we prepare for this big, massive product launch, the mystery product, right? You have to understand how this fits into the song that Trinot has been singing. And the first note of that song is going to be Enrich. This is a digestive enzyme pre and probiotic blend. It's going to break down a full Thanksgiving meal. Okay, so we're talking about breaking down your carbs, fats, sugars. Why is this important? Because we're eating more cooked and processed food than ever before, and it's making us sick. And so I love the fact that I can take these before a meal, and it kind of makes the dead food, the heated and cooked dead food that I'm eating, living again, because that's what enzymes are. They are the life force of the foods that we eat. And Enrich is a beautiful way to do that. A great example is our pudding demonstration. So I'm going to show you this product in action really quick. If you've seen this before, you were probably astounded like I was. But watch what happens when we take an enzyme and put it into a cooked and processed food.
We're going to demonstrate the power of the Enrich enzymes using a snack pack pudding. As you can see, it's a solid. I turned it upside down here. I'm going to take one of these enzymes, crack it open, and stir in these raw enzymes that also have pre and probiotics. We're going to make sure this is really stirred around in here. These enzymes are designed to be taken before meals, so we're breaking down the carbs, the fats, the sugars, and the proteins, so the body can actually absorb all the nutrients from the food and help with digestion. And so as you can see, this pudding is already going through a change. And literally in just about a minute and a half, it took a solid pudding and it liquefied it. I love being able to see the products that I'm taking every day work right before my eyes. And that's one of the great features of Enrich, is we get to demonstrate the power of enzymes here.
I just absolutely love that pudding demonstration. I literally, to this day, still just get giddy, because I'm like, oh my gosh, you can see the product working. And how many of us have taken stuff where, one, we couldn't see it work and we didn't really feel a difference? I just love that Trinot products are totally different. And so I feel like we're in this wonderland of discovery, and people, when they sign up in Trinot, whether as a customer or associate, they go on this health journey of like, oh gosh, I need to absorb nutrients better, because one, our food doesn't have them much anymore. And two, if we're eating cooked food all the time, we're not even giving our body a fighting chance to really live in that wholeness that I believe gut health really provides, because gut is connected to everything. Okay, so that's the first one that just totally revolutionized my life. The second one that revolutionized my life, I already kind of alluded to, and that is the Mojo product. I mean, this is a game changer for your energy, vitality, clarity, mood. Oh my gosh, even the bitter orange extract helps to burn fat. So like, sign me up for this. I just swapped this out for my regular coffee, and I just was feeling amazing. In fact, even the Zest sister product, okay, drop it in the comments if this is your favorite product. I don't know. It just tastes great, and it's plants, and it's a great alternative to all the junk that people usually consume when it comes to energy. It's not going to hit your adrenal glands super hard. I love that it's gentle. I don't get the crash or the jitters. So really Mojo, chocolate or coffee is kind of the hot version, and then Zest would be like the lemonade version. So really love this product. Another way that we disrupted the industry was back in 2018 when the Farm Bill passed. We were one of the first people in Utah Valley to launch a CBD product, and you should have seen the looks on their face when I was like, we've got to launch this. We've got to do this. Here's this crazy Oregonian coming in from out of state going, CBD is the next, thing, and I'll just never forget when we opened those doors and people started having these experiences in minutes. And I have such a catalog of experiences. I've been on planes before where I've shared my bottle of Soothe with someone, gave him a couple drops and forgot about it. And then this person who had had spinal surgery came running after me in the terminal to get my number because his back felt so much better, right? Like there's something about having a high impact product that changes the conversation. And Soothe would be one of those in my book. Now, this isn't available in Canada yet, however, or the UK, but it is available in our US market. And again, it's so different because it's not an oil, it's not heated, so it's a raw product. And as you can see, oil and water doesn't mix. So you're getting about, gosh, what I think when I Googled it yesterday, it was like 5 to 10% absorption of a CBD oil. And then they try to do other things to the plant, like nano or lipo, whatever, that denature the plant even further. What I love about Soothe is it's like a return to nature. It's like, if you could imagine a fresh squeezed hemp, you know what I mean? This extraction method is very proprietary. And so it's exciting to have 2 drops for a full serving. That one's huge. And then of course, we also disrupted the collagen space. This remains our #1 bestseller. Enrich would be our #2, and I think Mojo would probably be our #3. But I will say collagen, it's a game changer, you guys. I mean, this is a fast growing industry. But again, we kind of got into the collagen space before everyone was doing collagen. And so it's been really fun to take a lion's share of that market in our industry, which has just been a beautiful thing. So Glow is great because you can compare apples to apples and find that you're going to get far more collagen peptides, greater absorption because of our enzyme delivery system. People notice changes in their hair, skin, nails, generally very quickly. Some people choose to collagen load, which they'll take 2 to 3 times the amount to kind of boost their reserves and then go on a maintenance dose. But I just want you to get an understanding of the different categories of awesome that Trinot is kind of representing here. I mean, this is an amazing portfolio. And so then we launched into skincare because literally this particular niche of an all-in-one solution that actually checks every box, like this replaced 12 bottles on my wife's shelf. And the reality of this is it's saving a tremendous amount of money and resources when you can eliminate all these other products on your shelf for $100 and some odd for a cleanser and a serum that will outperform anything you've used in the past is pretty impressive to me. So I really love this. People feel the difference. They love it. It's an amazing product. There's all kinds of before and afters that we can show you. But what I'm getting at is what you're looking at here is already revolutionary in terms of how we're showing up in the space of health and wellness. Even just our nano silver and gold toothpaste is just such a phenomenal, like crazy breakthrough product that like we're not going to spend a bunch of time on toothpaste, but like when you start using it, you'll understand like this is crazy. So anyway, I get a little carried away because to communicate, having watched each of these products launch over the last 7 years of my life, each one has fit such a profound moment and need for our own household that it's been almost like we were praying for this breakthrough and then Trinot launched a product and we're like, wow, really? And then when we're about to launch this, I could just tell you right now, being a beta tester of this, it was an incredibly emotional week for me. This last week, I was really quiet on social media. I mean, everyone else was like freaking out, excited. And I literally kind of went into a cave a little bit because it uncovered something in my health journey that I didn't even realize was there. And I can only imagine how many people are going to learn about this September 22nd. It's going to launch to the world mid-October. How many people are going to realize something that they didn't realize before, like me, to where I was just shook to my core. And I realized, wow, how many people are walking around not even realizing what's going on in their health. And so I wanted to plant that seed because for me, it was a very profound moment. And so then the results I immediately saw with it meant so much more because it was like, oh my gosh, I'm connecting to this whole world that I didn't even realize. So I just wanted to say a few little extras for everyone who's like literally on the edge of your seats. And I know like I can't tell you more than what that is, but I can tell you now about the business positioning. Because a lot of people are wondering like, well, what does this mean for my household? Like, how can I really benefit from this? And I'll just never forget capturing the vision of what home business could do for my family. And it was many years ago that I caught that vision because I was not like, I would consider it to be pretty unemployable right now because how many of you would agree that we have a high value on our time? Time is the most precious commodity, right? And how many of us have ever felt like, golly, looking at a pay stub or whatever, where we're like, I just feel like I'm worth more than that. You know, I had this revelation where I'm like, I gotta own my own gig so that I don't have this ceiling of someone else thinking my time is worth a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? So I love the fact that the Trinont business model doesn't have that ceiling. You can apply your work ethic backed with desire to create basically whatever you're wanting to create. Let's see, there's a couple people on here who, oh my gosh, I don't know. Is there anyone who's feeling kind of led to share just a quick product testimonial before we jump right into the business side of things? I want to get you kind of feeling how these products really are. Like, is there anyone, maybe just wave at me if you're feeling like led to share how these have changed your life. Okay. Lonnie, I kind of just saw like the blink there. Would you mind just sharing with everyone a testimonial about one of these?
Yeah, I have fibromyalgia. And so a year ago, I was hardly able to get out of my car. Sitting in my car for more than 20 minutes was excruciating. Sitting at if I'd get down on the floor to do something, my husband would have to pull me up. I was in so much pain and misery, and my thighs and my back just felt like I was 100 years old, and I literally walked like it, and I wasn't even 50. So my friends told me I need to take the Glow Collagen. I started taking it, and within 3 months noticed huge results. Also with the Enrich, I was in the ER all the time with stomach problems. They could never find out what was wrong with me. The Enrich has solved all that too.
Oh. Woo! Okay, well that was like concise and like totally transformational. Thank you, Lonnie. I really appreciate you saying something. It's kind of fun to hear. There's so many different ways to experience benefits from these products. Now, we all know we're not treating, curing, or preventing any disease with these. However, it is beautiful to be able to flood the body with the right nutrients that we can actually absorb. And when that happens and your body's in balance, amazing things can occur, and every body is different. Every physiology is going to respond. For me, with those enzymes, it was like day one. I was like, wow, regularity, yeah, you know what I mean? Beyond that, just every single product, I noticed something really profound with, but everyone's going to respond differently. And so just understand that when we're working with plants, it's a different thing. And anyway, super, super love it. Thanks again, Lottie. I'm going to jump right into kind of how we, get this word out, right? And one of the things you need to know is you don't need to be an expert in health, okay? One of the cool things is you can use our tools like Health Wealth Community, where you can see these amazing testimonials. I love seeing Casey Coley, who's actually on here on the Zoom right now. Her testimonial she posted in Health Wealth Community today was just so awesome. She's got all these baby hairs that are like coming out of nowhere, I'm assuming from collagen, but it's exciting. And so anyway, I had to give a shout out to you, Casey, because that was a cool testimonial. But here's the thing, debt-free company. Like we are so ready 10 years into this thing to launch the biggest product that's hit the industry. When we hit Inc. 500 as the 23rd fastest growing privately held company, that was because of a similar product launch, just not as revolutionary. When we hit the Inc. 5000 2 years in a row, same thing. The thing that I love about this is, as an associate, people are going to need your link to order this product. Like, there are going to be high demands on whoever has a Trinont link to get their hands on this. And the cool thing is as an associate, when people shop through you, your customers get to choose some pretty awesome perks. Like, for one, they get on subscription every month, and they're going to get wholesale pricing. The more they buy, the more they save. You get to offer a $5 or $10 off coupon to them when they place their first order through you, which is always a feel-good thing, right? And then I really like that I can say, hey, give this a shot for 30 days and it's risk-free for your customer, less a stocking fee. And then monthly promos, super awesome. I love those monthly promos that they do. They help you build your business. It's beautiful. Now, obviously, from a customer perspective, there are going to be a ton of customers flooding into the gates to get their hands on Revolutionary. Okay. We should just call it Revolutionary. I'm just deciding. But here's the thing, there's going to be 25 or 50% commission hitting your account for every customer order that comes through your link on the customer points of each order, paid every Friday. So a great example, just to like bring it home, 10 customers on just our collagen, that's $500 a month. How many people right now are totally looking for that extra $500 of monthly or weekly income? There's a lot of people looking to inject their finances right now, and this is a very simple way to do it. You can acquire as many customers as you want, and you unlock the 50% by getting to the first rank or hitting 1,000 customer points like these 10 Glow customers would, okay? And then what's cool is you're gonna have people who want to sign up as an associate. I mean, the reality is you can look at the statistics economically. I'm not going to jump into all those, but like, there are a lot of people right now who are looking for a side hustle income. And Trinont's a great thing, because when you sponsor new associates, you're going to earn a launch bonus every time. And so my wife was down in Grants Pass last night, had an amazing little showcase of the products, and had a couple people choose to sign up with our best bundle, which is called the Platinum Bundle. So that released 2 different launch bonuses of $300 just for that one appointment. So that can be a really kind of lucrative part of the way that Trinont grows and builds. And so if you ever need to create an extra $900 in your week, go find 3 Platinum associates and that'll go do it. Okay. So I love that. That's amazing. Then you have the 10 and 3 bonus, which is phenomenal. This is where in a calendar month, or right now, any month, you can go get 10 customers and 3 associates, and that's going to trigger an extra $1,000. So I really, really like that. I think that that's a really powerful, doable thing. We've had people, do these dozens of months in a row and just have great success with 10 and 3. But one of my favorite parts of our comp plan is the fact that a car bonus is at the first rank. And it was 2 weekends ago, we took a Jeep excursion up to the top of this mountain here in Oregon and had, a bunch of Jeeps with us. And you should have seen the looks on some of people's faces when they saw this line of Jeeps, Trinont Jeeps. But it was so fun because this happens at the very first rank in the company. So you can imagine how profound that could be if, like when you hit this rank, to be able to have maybe the second biggest expense in your household, which might be that car payment, no longer such a burden on your monthly finances. I love this. When you hit the 3rd rank, it actually goes up to $500 a month, which is very, very exciting. But this would be a good example of someone's first 30 days. Very simple, very profound. It's going to take work. It's a business. But I love the fact that we do this together. So it's a team sport, if that makes sense. And of course, if you're not just looking for spare time, part-time injection into finances, this is something that you can grow into. I've never in my career held such great belief and confidence that people can build residual income through this business model than anywhere else in the industry. Period. End of statement. There is something here that makes me believe Trinont is a blessed company, because I've seen people from all walks of life, people with no industry experience, plug in and create something that has sustained over the course of years, through the course of world crises, so to speak, and yet that check still comes every month. I love the fact that you can put your work ethic into this thing and have benefit happening months and years from now for work you do one time. That concept I've been obsessed with since I was 17 years old. And I will tell you right now, it's not hard to understand that distribution is king when it comes to any business model. I don't care if we're talking about a Starbucks, a fast food chain, whatever it is, the amount of coffees or burgers sold, right? That is volume. And Trenon is no different. The volume is just our products that we get to share. And as associates and customers in your organization share those products, your group volume accumulates. And as that accumulates, I will tell you, there are some game-changing, industry-shaking things that are about to occur in Las Vegas. I'm not going to say anything more, but what I can say is when these group volumes accumulate and you get paid a set pay, you're not in this crazy roller coaster ride of commissions when you have a sustainable business built off of subscriptions. And that's what Trenon allows you to create with your work ethic, okay? So there's trailblazer bonuses and wealth maximizers and carrots every step of the way to help you grow. But just imagine, just choose one of these, line items in this green line here. What is that monthly income that would change your entire world? For some, it could just even be pearl. For some, it could be diamond. For me and my wife, we were looking at blue diamond. We're like, yeah, I'm okay with that. That's cool. And then we started rising through the ranks and it was like, holy moly, this thing's crazy. What's possible here? And then they're going to throw some trips at you. So like right now you can still qualify for our Bahamas, Jamaica cruise, which I'm stoked about. That's going to be exciting. And most importantly, I'm going to say as I close out is our proven system is going to guide the way. Okay. So you don't have to be the expert. You don't have to have all this time in the world. You don't have to have a degree in marketing, you know what I mean? You just need to have work ethic, desire, and coachability to our system. And so we're going to send you a text every day of a social post that has worked for others. We're going to give you access to a web office from moment one so you can see your whole business at a glance. We're going to give you an app that connects you to every resource you would need. And we're going to give you an onboarding system that actually gets you started and ready to rock. Go for that hypothetical $3,000 first month right out the gate. It's truly an amazing environment to be able to kind of create what you want to create around your busy life. Some do it fast and furious. Some do it slow and steady. You get to decide what that looks like for you and your household based on, your individual efforts. But for me, I wanted a platform that was going to allow me to grow and grow and grow. I wanted to create so much more than just income through this. I wanted to create impact. I wanted to have something that would produce exponential value in the communities around me. And that's what Trenon's created. So getting started, you can choose a bundle. There's lots of different bundles and it's just products. It's like how you want to start with what products. And I'm like, if it were me, I would be like, I'm all in, I'm going, I want to try everything. I want to get my hands on everything. Many people will choose the platinum bundle because it gives you virtually every product we have. You get 27% off of the stuff. It's actually $912 to get started on the platinum. We've priced that so it's less expensive, which is cool. There's a $20 off code, 20 off, which is great. But platinum will also give you a ticket to Vegas. And as we get prepared for the biggest event in Trenon's history, yesterday it was 90% sold out. I wouldn't be surprised if today we were hitting 95. I don't know, but we are getting to the point where they're going to have to close the doors on registration because the Luxor just won't hold us. So if you are kind of leaning towards doing this, like word of the wise, the literal best way you could ever get started would be to just join us in Vegas. Literal, the whole download, because we're even bringing people with us who aren't even in Trenon yet to experience this. We're seeing people from all walks of professional life, medical field life, all kinds of different are actually converging on Vegas just to experience this groundbreaking discovery, because it really truly in and of itself will be a life-changing experience for you. So anyway, all that being said, the best of the best of the best way to do this would be to get started, to follow our system, and to bring some people with you to Vegas. That is, of course, my strategy brain going crazy, but we want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was a little bit fast because I'm just stoked out of my mind about what's to come. However, give it the person who invited you to this group or this Zoom and this link. They will plug you into, really the Trenon world. And that world has changed my life. It was the best business decision I ever made to partner with Trinant. It took us from constant stress in our finances and our health, wealth, and community stress into a place where we've experienced more peace and joy and vision and dreams and bucket list items being thrown off the list than I ever could have imagined. And it was one decision backed by a lot of work. Okay. So I just want you to know, we would love to have you on board. So it takes about 5 minutes to get your products in the mail. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. And be blessed wherever you are. And I hope you have an amazing day. And we'll see a lot of you in Las Vegas in 28 days. This is going to be so exciting. Thank you guys. Have an awesome rest of your evening. We'll talk soon.